it's in 3 sections that we're going to talk about today. The first section, daily savings. That's our first product line that you're going to learn about. The second product that we're going to talk about is actually daily destinations. And the third product is daily family protection. Okay? First thing I want to talk about is savings. Can we agree that it's easy to sell savings?
Yes.
Yes.
Let me ask you guys a question. If I told you right now that you could go to an ATM machine and it would give you a free $10 every time you put your ID in, how often would you go there? Would you go there like every second?
Yeah.
Would you hog it? Now, if I told you, we're not rolling out an ATM machine, but if I told you that you could get paid for every single person you refer to that ATM machine, how many people could you refer?
Thousands.
Millions. That's the power of savings, is when you have luxury products, people have to go out of pocket. But when you have savings, they're saving money. So there's no, well, how much does it cost, right? You ever get that objection? Well, how much is this going to cost me? What if you could say nothing? It's going to save you money. That's a no-brainer, right? That's like a My Daily Choice IQ test, right? Like, hey, you know, ATM machine, $10, saving money. Like, do you not want to save money? Do you not like free money? Is basically what daily savings is all about. Okay? You guys ready to learn about daily savings?
Yes.
Okay, My Daily Choice. What we have done is we have partnered with America's largest savings network. Okay? We've partnered with the largest savings network to provide you discounts and deals at over 345,000 locations with 600 national brands here in the United States.
Wow.
Okay, I'm going to repeat that. Okay? My Daily Choice. Okay, we have partnered with America's largest savings network to provide you discounts and deals at over 345,000 locations with over 600 national brands. Woo! This thing is powerful. Okay? We also have a mobile network to save you money from your mobile device at 150,000 locations, right from your phone.
Nice.
Okay? Now let me explain how this works. How many of you see these categories right here? Restaurant, shopping, entertainment, hotels, resorts, automotive. How many of you, on the weekends, you go out and you go out to lunch? Raise your hand.
Yeah.
How many of you run Saturday errands and you maybe get your dry cleaning done? We all have these different things that we do, places that we shop. We go to the automotive store and get our car tuned up, or our oil changed, right? We go out to eat with our friends or our business partners. If you're traveling, you get a hotel somewhere, or if you go on vacation, you're buying a cruise, or if you go to Home Depot, you're getting home and garden stuff, or whatever it may be. We're giving you 15 categories that there's literally just thousands and thousands and thousands of deals and discounts. And with your membership, it's integrated right into your back office and right on your mobile phone. Okay?
Wow.
Now, one thing I want to share with you is not only do you get the savings, but there's a pretty cool tracker and calculator on what you save. Okay? So let me explain this. You guys can't read this, but this says number of times you go out to lunch each week. Okay? And this number is 3. Number of times you go out to dinner each week, 2. Number of times you get pizza or takeout each month, 3. Number of times you do activities and entertainments, museums, family fun, outdoor adventures each month, 2. This is pretty conservative. Number of movie tickets, 2. Haircuts or spa visits each month, 2. Dry cleaners, 4 times each month. Number of times you go out to buy clothing, 3 times. Hotel nights booked each year, 20. Number of days you rent a car each year, 10. Rounds of golf played each year, 12. Number of days you go on a cruise, 5. Theme park tickets each year, 2. 4 times you get your oil change each year. Number of times you buy gifts, flowers, chocolates, toys, and gadgets, 2. Number of cell phones or data plans in your house, 4. If that was your schedule of things that you always bought, or how many times you did everything, you would save about $3,500 a year. $3,556 a year. Okay? $300 to $350 a month. I mean, that's huge savings at the places that you already shop. You guys fired up about that? Yeah. I want to show you something real quick. It's really cool on your phone. You go into the App Store, so it's in the App Store. You download the app. You're going to put your username and your password in. Okay, and it's going to pull it up on your phone, and then you put your zip code in, and it shows you all of the discounts right on your phone. So that's a powerful product, and I'll say this: just on the savings alone, okay, just on the savings alone, it'll save you more money than it costs to have this product. Okay, it'll save you more money than it costs to have this product. Okay? Daily destinations. Travel is a $7 trillion a year industry. I've known from day one that eventually my daily choice is going to get into travel. I didn't know how or when, but I knew it was going to happen because travel is one of the greatest industries to be in. And let's be honest, when we have time and money, what do we want to do? Travel. So now, there's a platform that you're going to have access to called Daily Destinations, where you can get the hottest deals on hotels and accommodations, vacation packages, bonus week resorts, cruise packages, and car rentals. Okay, and I'm going to tell a quick story about, where's Paletti at? Paletti, where are you at? Maybe he's in the bathroom. So oh, is he signing people up? I did a Skype call with there's Paletti. I did a Skype call with Justin Paletti the other day, and I was showing him some stuff with Daily Destinations, and sitting next to Justin was a federal air marshal. You'd think the federal air marshal knows a little bit about travel, right? And this guy travels all the time. And when he travels, he books through Expedia and Cheap Air and the different retail travel engines. He's also the president of a club that has 1,600 people that are all six-figure income earners who travel. Okay? And this guy is basically like, look, if you can show me a platform that saves me money against retail prices, I'm in. So I pulled up Expedia, I pulled up Booking.com, and I pulled up Daily Destinations, and we searched hotels, we searched bonus week resorts, we searched all of that. Justin will tell you, this guy was mind blown. We were looking at savings of like $30 to $40 a night in hotels. We were looking at $3,000 to $4,000, resorts for $150. It's just the guy was mind blown. So when you guys see the full platform with Daily Destinations, it's crazy. So the first thing is member savings. We've partnered with a private travel network, and within this network, this was 2 weeks ago, and their accumulated savings is $2.6 million. I checked this morning, and it's pretty close to $3 million, and that was from 2 weeks ago. So the savings are huge with this platform, and you guys will have access to all of that. Hotel savings. The way that the platform works is it pulls the retail prices from the three biggest retail travel engines out there. Okay, so when you search a hotel, and it doesn't matter what country you're in, it doesn't matter where you're searching, it could be in Africa, it could be in Europe, it could be in Asia, it could be in the United States. Daily Destinations is fully global. There's even a currency converter, for different countries where they can see the conversion in their own currency. Okay, so what it does is it pulls the retail pricing, as you can see, it shows the public price, $678, and it shows you what your savings is by being a member, which would be $466. So you'd save $212 if you book this place in Las Vegas. Okay, so for hotels, it's fantastic, and as network marketers, to build a business, you're going to have to travel at some point. You get big teams going on. I mean, my daily choice is 150 countries. So you get big teams, building around the world, and you're going to travel. And instead of giving all your money to Expedia and Booking.com and Cheap Air and all these different retail engines, you can do it through your portal and Daily Destinations and save yourself some money. Okay?
Yeah. Woo!
crazy, okay? Bonus week resorts. This is my personal favorite of the platform, okay? We have partnered with an organization that's inside of Daily Destinations to provide some of the nicest 4- and 5-star resorts for weekly stays for as little as $99 for the entire week. Okay? So, like, let me give you an example. I hate to put Paletti on the spot, but Paletti just came back from the Dominican and he spent, I don't know, it was like $3,000 or $4,000 on his trip in the Dominican. Here's the presidential suites, which is in the Dominican, Punta Cana, where Justin Paletti went. All of these weeks are $149 for the whole week.
That's insane.
Pretty cool.
Shoulda waited.
Whole week, pretty cool, right? Here's a place in Mexico. Okay, the entire week for $99. Here's a resort in Jamaica, the Grand Paladino, $99. Here's another one in Mexico, $99. Here's Orlando, Florida, $240. Mexico, $216. In your bonus week resort, portal, you search your location of where you want to go, and it'll pull up the available resorts that are all weekly stays. Okay? Are you guys fired up about it? I started thinking, I was like, man, I've traveled so much in my lifetime from being in the industry, and I've always paid like $100 to $200 a night in a hotel. And some areas in the world, you don't even get a nice hotel, for that money. So now I'm thinking, well, with Daily Destinations and these bonus week resorts, I could just get a resort for the entire week at a place that I'm traveling to, and even if I only stay 2 or 3 nights, it's still cheaper than if I were to get a regular, hotel somewhere. So the bonus week resorts are phenomenal. Worldwide tours. There's also tours. These are more of a big trip. If you want to go on an actual tour and see an entire country, we have those packages available. Here's like a Venice getaway, 4 days in Venice, for $1,071 a person. But here's what's cool. This includes all of your accommodations. It includes all of your meals, and you get the tour guides and everything that take you day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. So this is much more than you're just going somewhere for 4 days. There's an actual itinerary that you follow inside of all these tours. So awesome. This is a great way to reward yourself for your hard work in My Daily Choice. When you start to make a lot of money, go into Daily Destinations and you say, hey, I want to go to Venice, or I want to go to France, or Budapest, or Rome, or Moscow, or England. Wherever you want to go, you can do that inside of the worldwide tours. You guys fired up about that? So that's not our only travel product. See, at My Daily Choice, I try to do as much homework as I can and really look at the industry, and I want to give you guys everything you need to not only have the best travel products, but to be superior to every network marketing company in the travel space. Okay, so this is not available right now, but it will be available in about 2 weeks. Okay? In about 2 weeks, this will be available, and it's called Daily Cashback Travel. Okay? Let me explain how this works. So Daily Destinations is really good for getting good deals, getting those weekly resorts. It's really good for the tours. It's really good for finding good discounts on hotels and accommodations. The one thing that lacks in Daily Destinations is flights. There's no flights available, and I wasn't willing to settle to not have flights. So I wanted to put together another travel product to give people flight, hotel, and car rental bundles. But here's the difference. I've negotiated with the airlines and the hotels to get commissions on bookings. And what we're doing with those commissions is we're giving it cash back to the affiliate when they book through their Cashback Travel portal.
Nice.
So this will be ready, like I said, in about 2 weeks. Okay?
Thank you, Josh.
And we're still working out some of the kinks with it and everything like that. But it's one of the largest, retail travel engines out there with the Cashback Travel. So, even if you're, comparing prices, you're not going to see great savings when you compare prices with Cashback Travel. But the key is you're getting cash back. So you search your trip, you book your trip. 30 days after your trip, you have a commission in your My Daily Choice back office that says Cashback Travel Commission with what your commission is for booking your flights.
Wow, that's awesome.
You guys fired up about that? All right. Daily Family Protection. This is my favorite, actually. The other ones are, they're phenomenal. The lifestyle of daily destinations. Travel's a sexy product. It's a phenomenal product, and you can really promote the lifestyle with My Daily Choice, and then the saving. Saving money is important as well. But family protection is so powerful, and I want to touch on just a couple of the products inside of the family protection plan. Okay. First thing I want to talk about, which is actually the last one on here, is ID theft protection. Have you ever had an incident where you've had ID theft? Yes. You get fraudulent credit card charges, someone steals your identity and they try to, say they're you, or you have your wallet stolen. There's all sorts of terrible things that can happen to you. And let's be honest, when those things happen, it's a nightmare, right? Yes. I'm the kind of person that gets really frustrated when things go wrong. Okay, and I haven't had, as bad as ID theft happen, but someone broke into my car once, and I was freaking out because they stole my laptop, which had, important stuff on it. So I know what it's like to, feel the pain of someone trying to really harm you. And the way the ID theft works is you call in to the hotline, and you say, hey, this is Josh, here's my member ID number, I just had an incident happen, okay? And what they're going to do is they're going to connect you with an expert, like a case manager, and that person's going to walk through the incident. What happened, when did it happen, they're going to find out all about the incident. And then on your behalf, they're going to contact all of your banks for you, okay? Get all your credit cards reissued. So they'll cancel your credit cards, get them reissued. They'll contact all the credit bureaus and place holds on your credit, so if there are fraudulent charges, it doesn't mess up your credit. Or if because you canceled your credit cards, now you're not paying your regular bills or things like that, that can affect your credit. So they place those holds so you don't have any issues with your credit. They overnight you a customized ID theft kit that they walk you through, and they basically just restore your identity to its pre-theft state. Okay? They monitor your identity, there's credit monitoring, there's all sorts of amazing benefits with the ID theft protection. So, you guys fired up about that? That's one of those products where it's just good to have. It's just good to have in case something happens, especially if you're using daily destinations and you're traveling the world. You want to have the ID theft just in case, someone steals your stuff or, you have an incident happen. So that's the ID theft protection. Legal protection is also a big one. Let's be honest. We're entrepreneurs, right? Right? Yes or yes?
Yes.
Yes or yes?
Yes.
We're entrepreneurs, and you never know when you're going to need a lawyer.
That's right.
You never know if someone's going to sue you. You may have legal documents that you have to write. You may have legal documents that you need reviewed. And there's nothing wrong. There's nothing worse than not having the right guidance when you have an issue or you have a legal matter, and you mess up because you don't have that right guidance. So the legal protection is great, and they'll review all of your documents for free. There's a bunch of free services included with the legal protection. So they'll review your documents for free. They'll make calls on your behalf. They'll do emails for you on your behalf. They'll provide a free will for you and your family. So there's a ton of, there's like 15 free legal services But here's the cool thing about the legal protection. If you're a member, okay, if you're a member of the benefits, okay, and you have the legal protection, there's a discounted fee schedule. Okay, so let's say that you have a very specific legal issue that's outside of the free services. They have a discounted fee schedule to save you money if you were to just call an attorney and get a quote for what it would cost. And the reason why is because when you just call an attorney, have you ever been in a situation where they bill you for the time on the phone, the time face-to-face, and you get this bill and it's like, how does it cost this much? We didn't do anything yet, right? So there's a capped fee schedule at $75 an hour. You'll never pay more than $75 an hour if you're a member, and you don't get charged for all the back and forth and phone calls and emails and things like that. So the legal protection is great, and for those of you that maybe you currently have an issue, or maybe in the future you need help, or maybe you just have questions. Sometimes we have questions and we're unsure, and you can call into the legal protection hotline and ask, hey, here's my question, what would you guys recommend, and they'll give you advice. Okay? Tax shield. Taxes. How many of you do taxes? Wow, like half of you didn't raise your hand. What do you guys do? Good Lord. Did you guys know that Uncle Sam's not your real uncle?
Yes.
So, we all have, whether you're a network marketer, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're a regular worker, whatever your situation is, you have to do taxes. For those of you that didn't raise your hand, maybe you're just sleeping or something like that. I'm pretty sure you're doing taxes. And here's the thing. We all have, even I have questions about taxes, As an entrepreneur, I realize that there's so many things that you can write off by being an entrepreneur. By being a network marketer, there's like 200 write-offs that I didn't know about. So, having this tax shield is crucial, because you can call in and say, hey, I'm in My Daily Choice, I'm a network marketer, I get 1099, what exactly can I write off? And they'll give you a list of everything that you can write off, which will save you a boatload of money on your taxes. They'll also do free tax preparation and free tax returns. And there's other tax products in MLM, but let me tell you why this is better, okay? A lot of programs out there for taxes are an automated program, okay? It's a program online where you type in your information, you upload your expenses, and it tells you what you owe and what you have to do. I personally don't like that, because I like a real human being who's an expert saying, hey, this is what you need to do or you're going to be in trouble, right? So I like having that hands-on expertise when it comes to taxes. And trust me, when you have this tax, between the legal and the tax shield, it's a network of like 30 to 40,000 experts in legal, in tax preparation and things like that. So they'll be there to help you every step of the way. Okay? Life coaching. This is a really funny product. It's not really funny, but okay, I'm going to be real honest, and I'm sorry if I offend anybody here. But we all have times where we're really stressed out. Like that's just the way that it is. I'm just calling a spade. I get stressed out sometimes. Like maybe you're in a situation where you got like a wife that bugs the hell out of you, or you got a teenage kid that's just out of control, and you don't know what to do, or you get stressed out, or maybe you have stress from your job, or maybe you have stress from the people you associate with and the people you hang around with, or it could be as serious as an addiction. And maybe you have an addiction that you need help with, and the life coach is available 24/7, 365 days a year. It's available in different languages. I believe there's 6 or 7 languages right now that's in the life coach. So you get a dedicated counselor that you can call anytime you want to help you, walk through your problems. And here's the thing. I mean, you definitely don't want to call your team about your issues. So you want to use the life coach when you want to cry and complain about this and that. Call the life coach. So, I do have some people that call me and complain about everything, and I'm really excited that I can give them my new phone number. I just changed my number, so it's not going to be me answering for the people who complain. But yeah, in all honesty, the life coach, it's a phenomenal product, and you have that dedicated person there for you 24/7. Financial coaching. I always say that it's not about what you make, it's about what you keep. You guys know that there's athletes out there that make like $24 million a year, and they're in debt like $100 million. How does that even make sense? You just went through $124 million, and where to go? So, I've learned that the most successful people know how to take their money and grow it into more money. That's how you create wealth, is when you make a lot of money, you don't just let it sit in your bank account. You invest it. You do things with it to grow it into more money. Okay? How many of you have bad credit? Be honest. I have bad credit because I may still have bad credit because when I was in college, I took out student loans and I defaulted on that student loan and it hurt my credit. So the financial coaching has two parts. There's financial planners and there's experts who can help you with investing. And here's the thing: they're not